Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of January. It is a general reading, and so it will not resonate with each and every one of you who are watching. If this does not sound like your story, check your moon sign or your rising sign. Your messages could be there. If not, simply check back with me in the following week when I put out a new message for your sign. Now, for your reading, as many of you know, I like to mix up my decks. So I am using a tarot deck. I am also using Lenormand fortune telling along with oracle decks to do this reading. So let's begin. My attention is brought right here. Eight of Wisdom with the fox, the path, and the flowers. Eight of Wisdom. Well, let me see. Oh, before I get into this, remember, this can be your energy, but it could be theirs. You will know who's who, okay? Eight of Wisdom. You may have learned something here that upset you, and it has to do with, this is something that has happened, okay, in the past. It could be, it could be that caution was needed by someone. It could be that it can be a card that words once spoken cannot be taken back. And those words had consequences. Now, it comes with the fox. And the fox is trickery. It's somebody being clever or they think they're being clever, taking advantage. So something was brought to somebody's attention, and what that was is they thought somebody was taking advantage. They thought that somebody may have been hiding something. Okay, because the fox can also be love's little deceptions, lies, hidden things, hiding things, secret affairs even. Now, it comes with the path. Okay, the path, it signifies the way ahead. So it stands for choices. So a choice may have had to have been made. This is the central issue, is the choice that was made. What happened back here? So something happened, a choice was made. Somebody could have felt like they were at a crossroads. And then we have the flowers. The flowers speaks to the fact that because they are, they're beautiful roses, but they have their thorns. And roses are very fragile. So I feel like this card would ask you to look beyond the beauty of something or beyond what you first see, to look deeper. It would ask you to handle or that it's something that needs to be handled with care. So this situation then, here, somebody learned something, made them very upset. It was brought to their attention. They thought someone was taking advantage of them. And so that put them at that point or crossroads suddenly where they had to suddenly make a decision, right? I feel like in that moment it was like a withdrawal. It's like it suddenly became very fragile, and that it was not quite as it first appeared. Okay, going deeper. Before this, what led up to this is somebody came in. Okay, we have this Knight of Wisdom, and maybe it took them a while to come around. Okay, and maybe they had a plan. The plan possibly had to do with this key. The key unleashed the comet, and the comet brought us here. So the key, okay, let me explain the key. Let's get too complicated here. The key, he carried the key, and maybe he was seeking knowledge with that key. Okay, so he unlocked a door to get this knowledge because he's carrying a book. So clearly he's seeking knowledge for what? For the ultimate plan, most likely. So he uses his key that he's got there. Okay. And what happened was he opened a door that on something that, how would I say that? On something that, had they known what exactly they were going to find, they may, they may wish that they had not opened that door at all. That's the only way I can explain this. Because using that key, going after that knowledge that they wanted, they ended up, something happened really quick. And they got burned. Okay? I hope this is making sense to somebody. Now, here we have the Squire of Love. And now the Squire of Love is message that goes back and forth. Okay? And it also can, because I do have 1, 2, 3 cards that can indicate that there could have been a third person. Okay, so for somebody that will be true. It won't be for everybody. But there is this message that is being written, you see, here. And it's coming with the broom and the umbrella. So the broom sorts things out one way or the other, good or bad. It can stir things up and uncover secrets. I kind of get the feeling that this broom, this episode here happened before this episode. They stir something up. They stirred it up by using that key. But they originally stirred it up because they were really worried or had a lot of worries with that umbrella, because that is what that means, concerning the goal or the plan. So they end up using the key to go get the knowledge, and now they wish they hadn't went there at all. Okay. But now what we see here, looking up here, something is blooming. Something is most definitely coming back to life. It's the wildflowers indicate something coming to life. Okay, so this can be a new love, a reconciliation, a rebirth. And then we have the elixir. The elixir speaks to the health of, it can be your own physical health. In this case, it is the health of a relationship, where attention needs to be brought to the health of that relationship. Maybe it was toxic. This can indicate that a toxic relationship or a situation was toxic, and the devil also speaks to that. And so what we have here is this could be a relationship that was affecting somebody's health, possibly, their emotional health, okay, because it's coming with the Ace of Cups. But we also have the Clover and the Bridge. So what we have here is a new opportunity, I feel, to rebirth or to reconcile with someone. It's coming with the Clover and the Bridge. So the Clover is that lucky break. It's representing a risk or a chance that you can take, but of course you got free will. It's up to you. And it comes with the Bridge. So the Bridge is about bridging the gap. So taking that risk or that chance to bridge the gap. Both very, very lucky cards to have along, especially on top of this Ace of Cups. So when it's drawn and you're talking about relationships like this, it does speak to success through difficult times. And the Clover is also adding luck to this. So I feel like whatever was making you emotionally ill, or them, there is a healing. Okay, we have the healing card here. There is a recovery. And we see that here in this group of cards, you see. We have the Devil. We have this Lord of Swords. Now, these can be very controlling energies. Okay, but they come with the Stork, and they sit at the rear of the Stork, indicating that with the Stork who's bringing change, is bringing change to this situation. And it's like, this is where it's going to. It's going from here, to the scales. Okay? Doing the right thing. Somebody is going to do the right thing here. Somebody is going to bring balance back to this situation, to something that was out of balance. So change is coming. The Stork is a very good card here to have. It is a situation. What it's saying is this situation is evolving. It is transforming, and it is going in a good direction. It brings a change and breaks the stagnation of something. And you see, we have the crossing. And so the crossing is the inevitable trials that we must go through. And sometimes it feels, and it can feel like it's beyond your ability to overcome, but you got all these surrounding cards that say that yes, you can overcome this. So it may feel like you cannot, or that it won't change, but it is going to change. And this card offers you a bridge. It's what it is, and you have two that offer you a bridge to be able to bridge the gap, to pass over, to transform this situation. To do this, sometimes it is required for you to face your fears. So you may have to face your fears with regards to the situation, the person, and this is bringing in a fated event. You have options. What we see here is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords in this deck is completely a changed person, is not the same person as you would see the Knight of Swords in the regular tarot, who's very impulsive and he's just charging forward, you know, causes a lot of damage, thinks, you know, doesn't think really before he speaks. But this one here is the complete opposite. He does not want to fight. Okay, his sword is sheathed. He offers a helping hand. He is no longer impulsive. So he comes in to help the situation. And this is our Ace of Cups. And he is bringing into you loyalty, security, commitment, with this card, it's like good fortune after difficulties. Overcoming difficulties. Again, we keep seeing that. Overcoming problems. He brings fulfillment. And you may be reflecting back. This would be some of the fears that you would be facing. Reflecting back to when there was little of that in the relationship, you know. And here we have the bellows, which again speaks to bringing something or reigniting an old situation. Okay, so let's see. This house, and I feel like this is the question for you. This house thus is about, your question would be if this would be or could be or have the potential to be a secure and loving relationship, because that's not how it was in the past. And that is your question. And that is telling you you will have your answer soon. So I have drawn one card from the Moonology Oracle deck for overall advice, information, and I will be reading from the book for this. You got the new moon in Pisces. Now, if I would use that as a timing, the timing for that would be March 13th. That might mean something to someone, just the date alone. Or it could mean that things begin, perhaps culminate at this time, or it just begins at this time. Let's see what the book says. This card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. It suggests there's a new start coming your way that is connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you've had before, And that's what you are expecting. You see, this is it. You need to change your thoughts, okay? Because remember, like attracts like. However, they're telling you you're on to a good thing. Wish hard, because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. If all that sounds a little watery, then you know that is the Pisces energy. This is the last sign of the zodiac, and the new moon in Pisces card can suggest a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true. That is what I have for you. I hope that this reading has helped. I wish you all the best in 2021. I thank you for watching, for liking and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, I would like to say thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation to the channel. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.